Do you have canned chicken? Well, today I'm gonna be sharing with you some shelf-stable emergency meals that will help you in a pinch. Now, I'm not saying to eat this way every day. Yes, there's a lot of preservatives, sodium, I get that. But these things help us when it's crunch time. I'm talking about when you're having a very tight month or even months. This is just one of the many comments that we get all the time. And this is why I share what I do. So let's jump into the kitchen where I'm gonna share some yummy recipes where the star of the show is canned chicken. Let's make smothered burritos. The shelf-stable ingredients for this recipe are a can of black beans, chicken breast, green chilies, sweet corn, and green chili enchilada sauce. And I put the dent in that can, so don't worry. To make this recipe even more shelf-stable, you can use things like freeze-dried cheese and freeze-dried sour cream powder. For the seasonings, you need chili powder, garlic powder, and cumin. And of course, flour tortillas. To our saucepan, we're gonna add our chicken breast, and that's drained. Your drained can of corn, your green chilies. You need 2 tablespoons of that enchilada sauce, and your drained and rinsed black beans. A teaspoon of your cumin, chili powder, and then your garlic powder. Okay, we're gonna heat this through, get it nice and warm, and then we'll pull it off the stove and get our burritos ready. You'll need 6 ounces of shredded cheese. Take 4 ounces of this and we're going to add it to our bean mixture. You could use any cheese you have, and the rest we're gonna use as a topping. Okay, I'm gonna grease the bottom of this. I'm going to spray the tops of my burritos. So have your oven preheated to 375 degrees. We're gonna bake these for 10 to 15 minutes until they're lightly golden brown. Take your sauce and pour it evenly over the burritos. And let's hit it with this cheese. Okay, back in the oven for 10 minutes. Listen to the sound of that sizzle. Oh, they smell so good. Ooh, look at that burrito. That is delicious. There's enough heat in it, tons of flavor. I can't wait for you to try it. Let's make some enchilada soup. The star is your 12-ounce can of chicken breast, and you'll need cans of corn, cream of chicken soup, diced green chilies, enchilada sauce, chicken broth, and petite diced tomatoes. The seasonings in this recipe are so easy. It's just a half a packet of enchilada seasoning. I don't have any on hand, but I have a recipe on how you can make your own, and you'll need chili, onion, and garlic powder, paprika, cumin, cayenne pepper, chipotle pepper, Mexican oregano, which I don't have. This is normal oregano. I'll show you a substitute in just a second. Coriander, salt and pepper, and brown sugar. A substitute for Mexican oregano is ground marjoram. So I'm gonna ground these leaves up. Blend those all up. I'll leave all the measurements for you for this down below. So we're gonna add our chicken breast in with its water, and then just start adding in all your cans. Don't drain them, put it in. So if you were gonna use a packet of the enchilada seasoning, there's 3 tablespoons in a pack, but we're gonna do a tablespoon and a half of it. Mix that all together and we'll heat it through. This is so good. It has a kick to it, and there's so much you could do to this by adding fresh ingredients in, like cilantro, sour cream, green onions. You can add tortilla strips on top, but this has such a kick and amazing flavor, you guys. Hearty, delicious. This is good. Next is an easy shelf-stable chicken pot pie. You'll need a 12-ounce can of chicken breast, a can of mixed vegetables, diced potatoes, or you can use sliced, cream of chicken soup, and cream of potato soup. Now you can make your own pie crust or store-bought, and today for just the fast factor, I am using pre-made pie crust. I always keep 1 or 2 in my freezer. This is always a staple in my home. So add your cream soups, drain your cans of vegetables, add them in. I might use this whole thing of potatoes, maybe, maybe not. And then with our canned chicken, I'm just gonna get in and try to break it up. And we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Okay, we're gonna mix this together. Okay, I'm gonna beat an egg, and we're gonna do an egg wash over our pie. Added a little water to it. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And we're gonna bake this on the middle rack for about an hour. Oh, look at this. It is golden brown. It's absolutely beautiful. I let this set for quite a while. It's probably been like 10 minutes. So let's see how it did. That is not bad. I thought it would be a little worse, but this isn't bad at all. You definitely need to add the chicken bouillon to it. We didn't have to add extra salt to it. It didn't need it at all. But for an easy, fast, shelf-stable chicken pot pie, there you go. Enjoy. From our shelf-stable ingredients, let's make chicken fried rice. You'll need brown rice, a can of chicken breast, and cans of cut green beans, sweet peas, and corn. You can use 2 eggs. If you want to make this recipe completely shelf stable, you could have on hand some dried whole egg powder. So for this recipe, we would need 2 eggs, and you would need a 1/3 cup of egg powder with a 1/3 cup of water, and boom, you have your 2 eggs, which works out great when you're trying to scramble this for the fried rice. What you'll also need on hand is some avocado oil, coconut aminos, sesame seed oil, either fresh garlic or garlic powder, and salt. You're gonna heat your avocado oil in your wok or pan. You can use for this either fresh garlic or garlic powder. Especially if you wanna make it shelf stable, you can use garlic powder or garlic cloves. And if you need to use garlic powder, then use a teaspoon of it. Saute this up for about 3 minutes. I have my heat on low so I don't burn it. While you're doing this, drain your cans of veggies and chicken. Increase your heat to medium, and then we're gonna saute the chicken and the veggies. We're gonna do this for 5 minutes. Cook up your brown rice. And if you're using garlic powder, this is when you'll add it in. So you'll need a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna move the mixture to the sides as best as we can. We're gonna scramble up 2 eggs. We're gonna add our eggs in. Okay, we're gonna try to get this cooked, and then we'll scramble them. They're starting to scramble up. We're gonna move our pan to medium-high, and then we're gonna add our rice in. 4 cups of that cooked rice. You'll need a 1/4 cup of that coconut aminos or soy sauce, and 2 teaspoons of the sesame seed oil. We're gonna combine this really good. Oh, this smells so good. Ooh, here it is. It smells so good, and it makes a lot. This is great as a side dish or a main meal. You could bulk this up. The flavors in it are so, so good. This is a hit here. The hubby likes it, the kids like it. This is a great one to have on hand. Let's make chicken spaghetti. You'll need a 12.5 ounce can of chicken breast, 12 ounces of spaghetti, cans of cheddar cheese and cream of mushroom soup, a small can of mushrooms, a can of Rotel tomatoes, onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. Cook your spaghetti as normal. We're gonna add all the rest of the ingredients. Our soups, mushrooms, chicken, our Rotel tomatoes undrained, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. On low heat, we're gonna mix this together. Breaking up that chicken, and we'll heat this through. All right, this is all incorporated, hot, combined. Ooh, yeah. It's the strangest combination, but it works. It's yummy, and you can serve it up with some garlic bread. Saute up some veggies and add this to it, but the flavor combination in this is really good. You can really bring the heat to this if your can of Rotel tomatoes is hot, and some red pepper flakes. It's weird,
but it tastes good.
It's a very weird combination, but it tastes really good, and it's hearty, and it'll fill your belly. Well, if you'd like to see some more emergency shelf-stable recipes, click on the video right here. I share pantry meal kits that you can put together and have in your home for when you're in a pinch. I'll see you over there. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.